Oh wow, Bionic Commando. I love that game. It's that game where you shoot fascists in the head and they explode. No, this is not that game. This is the arcade game. Oh, you're saying they got an arcade version of the same game? That's probably even bloodier. No, it's not. It's not the game you're thinking of. The game you're thinking of is the NES game, which is, well, it's a game I've played a lot of back in the day, and it's apparently brilliant. I'm curious to see how it holds up. This is a game that I played on an emulator maybe 2 decades ago, and it is a miserable experience from top to bottom. It is the opposite of a good game. It is the opposite of a brilliant video game. Like, people would talk about arcade games being better than home ports because home consoles weren't capable of being good games. Home consoles weren't capable of providing the kind of high powered, spectacle that an arcade machine could on vastly better hardware. And then there's this, which is apparently a game. I said, you know what? What if we took, what if we made a side-scrolling platformer where you couldn't jump, you used your grappling hook, but what if we just overwhelmed you with numbers, which is basically how this game works. It's apparently one of the hardest Capcom games ever released for the arcade, which means it's a miserable experience unless you have like $50 to play with. Hey, you want to unlock this tips panel? Play Bionic Commando until you play the game. So apparently, just playing the game unlocks tips. But if you want the music, if you want the sick music, you're gonna have to beat the game. Have fun with that. I can assure you, we're not gonna beat the game on this playthrough. I'm not that interested in playing this game. But I do want to get some high definition footage of this game to kind of establish why everyone hates this game. And you probably already know why, but I'll just refresh your memory if you haven't come across many of the complaints. Because the main complaint with this game is that unlike the NES game, which is manageable, like it's clever and manageable, this game is just miserable. Where it's just constantly overwhelming you with people who can attack you from all kinds of angles, who constantly swarm you, are impossible to kill. It's impossible to kind of like survive all the mobs you have to deal with mostly. So while this is kind of an interesting non-linear-ish game in the sense that the areas you can explore are the areas you can explore are somewhat larger vertically than your average arcade game. Your average arcade game there. This game is a criminal act. I agree with what that statement just said. But most of the problems that this game has is based on the fact that you are very limited in how you can get or how you can dodge your enemies, and they're constantly overwhelming you. Remember, you can't jump. So you press one button to shoot, you press another button to spit out your thingy. You can knock enemies down with your grappling hook, which is always nice. Press up, jump to go to the top. So the jump button is basically your grappling hook button. How do I go diagonally? Yeah, in the NES game, you press the jump button to shoot diagonally. Here, you have to press up and toward to shoot diagonally. Whoop! And I hit the spikes. You can move your parachute. Whoops! You have to press the button to stop the parachute. Base. That guy took 4 hits to bring down. I'll take that. Don't shoot the bees, by the way. I think those are bees. Savage bees, if you get the reference. Whoop. 1 hit kills, by the way. Okay, so press a button while the parachute is out. Whoops. To stop the... Press the button while the parachute is out to stop where you are. To stop falling. Ugh. That guy took 3 hits, by the way. So again, in the NES game, you could just press up. You could just press the jump button to drop your arm diagonally ahead of you. Here, pressing the jump button throws it out in front of you, which isn't as helpful, I'm afraid. And I want to say you can't use your grappling hook while you're falling. Nope, you can't use your grappling hook while you're falling. So it's even worse than the. So it's that much worse than the NES game. So I do like the verticality of these stages. That part I do like. But again, you have to take the NES game kind of out of your mind and just say, okay, this is a game where you hold up to throw your grappling hook up, hold it diagonally up to spit it diagonally forward. But you press toward and attack. You press toward and the jump button, or just the jump button to spit out your arm. And this music will sound familiar to people who remember the NES game. So I didn't know it was a port. I guess I thought the NES music was original. Jeez! Can I get over there? Yes, I can. Okay, I made it. Again, remember you got to press the button when your parachute is above the platform. So you can't shoot him while he's on the ground. This could be interesting. Okay. So don't press up till you're ready to go up. You can hang there as long as you'd like. You can hang underneath the platform for as long as you like. That got me. Rough. Expect a lot of this. It'll get worse later. Took another hit. Oh, and he shot me. I guess he thought I just had a bayonet. Oh well. Careful. And he got underneath me. Again, more problems. This game's just ruthless. There we go. Ah, crap. Still not as bloody as the NES game. Consider that as you will. Ah, crap. Are they explode? Are they? They're explosive. Another thing this game needed. Yeah, get them off your case. Oh, wow. I thought I could dodge that. Ah, killed me again. So how many times have I died already? That. You guys are ruthless. Got a machine gun? Ho, ho, ho. It's Donkey Kong. Look at that dude. We're fighting Donkey Kong. Guess I won't survive that. Did I kill him? I guess I did. Freaking Donkey Kong. They literally have Donkey Kong in a Bionic Commando game. Amazing. He's just dropping boxes. They said, yeah, wouldn't it be cool if we did Donkey Kong in a Bionic Commando game? Literally Congo Bongo. Okay. That part was scripted. Yeah, this part is scripted. Okay, now I can control. Okay, cinematic flourish, I suppose. We're fighting actual gremlins. Can I go underneath? Remember, I have to aim diagonally. Darn it. Yeah, nothing I could have done there, except maybe drop from the platform. Yeah, we're fighting actual gremlins. As opposed to most 80s video games, we were fighting, aliens. Geiger-esque aliens. You can't drop down to a lower platform, apparently. Okay, so you can still do your Tarzan swing, so that's good. Nope. Ah! He killed me. Again, one-hit kills. And again, you can only swing once. You can't do chain swings like in the NES game. Oh, jeez! He's cutting down the pipes! This game is brutal! Like the people who did Ghouls and Ghosts must have done this game. Just brutal. Okay, I shot him on the way. Ow! So if they duck, you can't hit them. If they duck, you can't hit them. Interesting. Killed me. So I don't know how I could have. How was I supposed to get up there? What a bizarre game. We're good. Whoop, heads up. Actual mecha. This game ain't messing around. Oh, wow! Knocked me out of my swing. What? Not good. Yes, you can only swing once. You can only do your Tarzan swing once. That sucks. And he got me. Just so merciless. I want to say the Commodore 64 version was exactly like this game, not the NES game. A faithful arcade port. But there's an argument to be made that the NES was better off not trying to do an arcade port. So I can kill him. Can't get him. How clumsy is this? Whoa! Oh, shot me through the... He shot me through the door. What was that all about? Out the way. I can't... Okay, let me try this. Can't grapple... Whoop! Wow, so I couldn't grapple over. The only solution was to drop down. I hope he didn't kill me on the way down. Oh! So it's like Strider now. Big giant robots. Nope, can't get underneath. What? Couldn't get underneath. I wasn't fast enough. So you're invincible until you commit to leaving the parachute, I suppose. Okay, I made it over the arm, so we're good. This is how bad Strider could have been. And arguably probably still is. I missed the gun. And all the good that would have done. No fall damage. Okay, I don't know how to get past this guy. I think I have to grapple over. Give me a second. Nope, not from there. Again, in the NES game, this would be way easier. Okay, we're good. Can't get up there. Remember, I'm also on a time limit on top of everything else I'm doing wrong. So I had to grapple over, don't I? Okay. Wait! Should have shot him first. Out the way. Yeah, press down to cancel the grapple. Yeah, press down to cancel the grapple. Excuse me. Down. That! I knew he was going to shoot me. Didn't I see you in Mega Man 2? How many shots did he take? Too bad I can't drop to a lower platform. Oh, my gun doesn't go far enough. I need an L. Yeah, I need an L. Okay. All right. God. This game. So we got about 10 more minutes of this. Maybe. It wasn't as overwhelmingly frustrating as I thought it was going to be, but I remember this game getting really bad. Like, really bad. That guy took 3 hits. So, spongy enemies on top of everything else. Rocket launcher. I lost my rocket launcher. Amazing. Look out! I tried to go up. Like, everything about this game just feels like a proof of concept. There's like, you know what? We're just gonna do ghouls and ghosts. That's what it sounds like. There we go. What'd I get? Was that an extra man? I still don't know why they made the decision to not. I guess they said press the jump button and you'll spit the claw forward. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Can I get him from here? Nope. I was trying to knock him out with my grappling hook. No, I can't. I can't knock him out the air. Yeah, I can't knock him out the air. Yeah, in the NES game, I want to say you could whack him with your grappling hook, and that stuns him temporarily. Not here though. Heads up. That could have been a problem. Up. Is that cologne? Wow! That dude somersaulted into me and killed me. I guess I'm not wearing any armor. Like, what's this vest? Am I not wearing a bulletproof vest? Just one little dude who does a somersault and kill me instantly? Killing me. Nope. I'm out. I do like the secret agent music they're playing here, but which makes sense in a lot of other songs they have in this game and in the NES game. Wow, Strive's gonna shoot me. But this, we're not doing a lot of infiltration here. We're just jumping into a crowded area and shooting a bunch of people. Like, we're the opposite of a secret agent. We're basically in permanent red alert mode because they spotted me as soon as I dropped down. And I've never been able to infiltrate anything in secret since. This game is like no stealth. Ah, he got me. I thought I was able to dodge him. This tune is suitably jaunty. And it could be a Mega Man song. Like a Dr. Wily song. Ah! Again, now the enemies are starting to get overwhelming. Couldn't shoot him. Okay, so I can't. Whoops! I can duck, right? We got to double check, see if I can duck. So I can't jump on top of that rope. I can only use it to swing over. Okay, that was bad, whatever I just did. So the game pauses for like several seconds so the enemy can like decide whether or not it wants to drop down. And ultimately it does decide to drop down. Okay, cleared it out. I made quite a bit of progress so far, but this game is just brutal. Like, sometimes you're better off just avoiding the enemies for as long as you can. Because sitting around to try and take them out probably just makes things harder. Very jaunty music. I think Tim Follin did the Commodore 64 arrangements for this music. Okay, we're good. So I can't go up and around. Get over here. Can't do that. Okay, so I can't. So once I point my rope up, I can't start swinging forward with it, which is not great. Well, maybe I should just stayed up there. I should just stayed up there. Ow! Didn't know he could shoot diagonally. That was a wrinkle. All right, we got him. You have to shoot the parachute, not the item. This could be interesting. You just drop down and shoot everybody. Because remember, you can't do any chain swings. You can only swing diagonally once. You can't swing in midair. So again, all the versatility of the NES game is completely gone. In fact, there were several stages there were several puzzles that were based around the idea that you needed to be able to chain together multiple swings while dangling. So you had to be able to swing in midair to traverse certain areas, which obviously you can't do in this game. That careful. So again, all those helicopter guys are just a pain in the butt. Oh, this game's we're on a countdown too. On top of everything else, we're also on a countdown. Can I get more time? Look out. So a helicopter drops down. What do they want me to do? Remember, I can't just press down and drop down a. I can't just drop down a floor. I have to commit. Like, I have to find a way to get down if a helicopter starts chasing after me. Whoop, or that happens. Whoop, see? So I was stuck in midair unless I was willing to commit to going up. So again, don't dilly-dally. And the countdown's about to end, so this could be interesting. I somehow survived that. Wow, survived that. Ah! Couldn't survive that because there was no safe way to get up. I love how he backflips out of that mecha when I shoot it. That's nice. Ah! I was able to dodge that. Okay, well, the countdown restarted, so that's nice. And all the enemies stopped, so that's good. You still have other missions to complete. Thanks. Like I said, the least stealthy secret agent. Like, why is this game so brutal? It's like, we want all of your money, that's why. Like this stuff right here. What are you supposed to do here? Time it perfectly. So I made it. Okay. That could have gone very poorly. So the countdown's over. How many times do I have to shoot this guy? Got him. Yeah, very unremarkable. Just walk up to him and pop him full of lead 5 times. Did I win? Wait, what? A bonus of 1 million points. Yeah. Evil has perished. Okay, so I guess we just walked up. Like I said. So his head didn't explode, though. That was no fun. Wow. We won. I was not expecting that. Yeah, that's it. That was the whole game. Well, this was 1987. Half-hour arcade games that took out half-hour arcade games that took $10 of your money were completely normal back then. You didn't have a lot of memory. Games had to be short. Games had to be short and brutal. We didn't have room for We didn't have room for Metroidvanias. So I got 1 million points though. So when we die, we're gonna cancel it and save our final score. Can we save here? You can't save during the game. Amazing. So in Volume 2, you can save during the game. What am I supposed to do there? Can I duck? Can I duck in any way that's going to save my life? I don't think so. Find out later. Can't reach it. Ah! Oh, I didn't mean to continue there. Oh, well. We'll end it after this. See, this game is trash. I made it through. I was not expecting to make it through. So this is way easier than Super Ghouls and Ghosts. We have to beat the whole game twice. With specific armor. That's very easy to lose, by the way. So I'm sure that would have been fun. Because, you paid your money. You gotta... Yeah, you paid your money. You gotta be willing to... there was a stage select, thank God, but the whole point of the game is to beat it in one run. I'm like, this isn't even close to being fair. You people suck. Oh, the flying squirrel suits. Hey, Rocky, watch you pull a rabbit out of my hat. Speaking of pulling a rabbit out of my hat, I'm gonna end the game since I got my 1,000,000 points. But I do like a game that gives you 1,000,000 points after spending like $20 trying to survive it, I guess. Yeah, if you try to do a 1cc on this game, good luck, dog. It can be done with tools, obviously, but anyone who's played this game knows how miserable it is to sit through. It's like just miserable. Again, okay, so walking into this video, I expected to give this game like a D. I think it's worthy of a D plus, maybe a C, maybe a C minus. Like it's not as miserable as I would thought it was gonna be, but it still has the annoyances of trying to survive this crap with your very limited mobility. Not fun. Like you get power ups like this, but then you die. You basically lose them right away. Got a point bonus. And I'm kind of amazed that the ending is literally you just walking up to a dude and his escort just popping both of them full of 5 bullets, and that's the entire fight. Kind of amazing, really. I guess they figured if you survived the gauntlet, they didn't think you would survive. I don't blame them. Whoops! Okay, we're going to let it run out. So yeah, this game is a C minus at best. But with free continues, like the way I'm playing it, free play mode, I guess you can treat it as practice. But because there are no because there's no there's no way to save your game and save your progress. So this music is very jaunty, extremely jaunty. So I got the high score, but I couldn't enter in my score. So I did get the high score, I just didn't get my initials. So what was that all about? Huh. So do I get credit for unlocking all that stuff? Because I beat the game technically. Or was I supposed to do two loops? Yeah, did they not give me credit for that? Oh sure, hardcore mode would be fun. Did they not give me credit for that? Okay, so I achieved that. So I get my Bionic Commando art. Yeah, this looks pretty close to the NES game. Not Captain Commando, Super Joe, right? Like I said, the least secret agent. The least inconspicuous secret. It's like games about ninjas where you're basically just surrounded by everybody. The worst ninjas. Oh wait, we have design documents here? Okay, I don't know what that says on the bottom. This kid looks like Mega Man without a helmet. Shh. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting fascists. Hold on, what are we doing here? The world is facing ultimate destruction. You can barely see that. Shotgun, it fires at his enemies. Bionic arm. It extends and contracts to give the player bionic power. Bionic power! Yeah, bionics off. This game is this is a game in which members of a special commando unit armed with bionic arms and shotguns enter into the enemy's base. So it's basically a lamer version of Just Cause 2. Yeah, Just Cause 2 is way better than this game. I mean, I'm calling that. If you think this game is better than Just Cause 2, I don't know what to tell you. I don't even think I can even. What would be the point of trying to argue that point, objectively or even subjectively? Maybe you just don't. If you can't do 3D, okay, fine. We'll have that conversation too. Not only to move up and down, but to grab things or scatter enemies. Well, you can basically stun them temporarily. It all depends on your technique, not your skill, but your technique, which mostly means it depends on how much money you have to persist. Press the wire button, push the joystick. he pull himself up to the next level? Pull the joystick up. Yeah, he has to point to. He has to circle that text and point to it up there at the top of the screen. That's hilarious. What's the joystick? It's the joystick and something to the side and press the wire button. Let go of the joystick. Press the joystick left or right because you can swing. But you can only swing once. Release. Press the joystick the opposite direction. It means down. Push the joystick to Japanese text. The player is released. How to play. This is an inanimated cartoon game. It's supposed to be a hyphen. This is an inanimated cartoon game using your bionic arm. Catching the parachute gives the player additional rapid fire gun for more bullets. Hilariously effective. It gives bigger bullets which go through enemies. That's good. Heat-seeking gun. It sticks to the enemy and explodes. Ooh. I don't think I ever got that one. Gives the wire additional speed to extend and contract. It's like they're doing proofreading. When killed, you are replaced with a new player coming down with a parachute. No enemy can attack you while you are coming down. You can direct him by moving the joystick. Press the button to release him. If not, the parachute automatically releases. I'm probably at the end of the bottom of the stage. SD Bionic Commando. Oh yeah, there's Donkey Kong. The most adorable top secret war game of all time, I guess. It's almost like the Mr. T movie that Zuckers and Abram Zucker did, right? So yeah, this game is trash. We kind of knew it was bad, but honestly, it's further up from the bottom of the list than I thought it was going to be when I started doing this video. Like, it's bad, but it's not as impenetrably bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's still bad. Like, the limitations of your inability to the limitations on your traversal, even with that arm, are kind of frustrating. And it makes the NES game seem even better. Like, this is one of those arcade games that makes the NES adaptation seem even better than it already is. Because you realize how hard it was to come up with that arm swinging mechanic and just make it work as well as it does. And design those levels as well as they did. And structure the game, with all of the, with all of the map stuff and like with all the map stuff and even though it's not very well explained in the documentation, like that's almost a deal breaker. But once you figure out how to earn continues in that game and what the map is for, like once you figure that out, Bionic Commando on the NES becomes a legitimately good game. But whether or not it's one of the all-time greats, I reserve judgment. I thought it was great when I played it as a teenager, but I'm not sure how well it holds up now. But the creativity of using your bionic arm's traversal makes that game a lot of fun. But this one's trash, and it's in the C- tier, obviously. Maybe the D tier, but I kind of have to give it the C- based on my impression of playing it for free. But if I had to pay money for this, it's D tier, like no question. So I recorded this audio with my Plantronics USB-A headset. PlayStation 2, excuse me, is outputting with composite video, red, green, blue, plugged into YPBPV, whatever you call it, plugged into my SIIG HDMI converter, plugged into my J5 Create 4K UHD capture device. The pass-through is into my flat screen TV, so I was playing this game at 480i because there's no progressive output on this particular game, although the sequel, Volume 2, does have progressive output. Capturing this on my quad-core Celeron Windows 10 education laptop using the camera app at 60 frames a second. So you get all the frames for Bionic Commando in the arcade. So I hope you enjoy that. You're welcome. We'll play something much better next time. I think you all deserve it.